Welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. My name's John McCarthy, and I am packing all the golf lessons. So I invite you to use these lessons to get you swinging that club like a pro and getting that little white ball around the course as best you can. Let's crack into it. Pull back on the swing stick to start your swing. When your golfer is at the top of their backswing, press the swing stick forward to finish this. That's the stuff. After each shot, you will get feedback about your accuracy in the bottom right-hand corner. In the middle of that circle, there's a white stripe. And you need to keep your swing within that white stripe if you want your shot to be accurate. Now let's try another swing and remember to keep it. That was well done. And you're also going to receive feedback on your swing timing, and that's the meter that kind of wraps around the top of your swing accuracy indicator. Your backswing timing refers to the point at which you transition from backswing into downswing. If you do this too early, you're going to reduce the power. Nice work. Congratulations. You've got. In this lesson, we're going to talk about one of the most important skills you can have at your disposal, and that is good job. That's what we're looking for. The putt weight is how. Good job on that one. Those moving dots on the grid are telling us that your putt's going to break a little bit to the right, so you will have to aim to the left to compensate. Use the aim stick to make adjustments before putting so that you can drop this one in the hole. Give it a go. Well, that didn't quite pan out. Let's give that another go. And let's just go ahead and try that again, okay? Well done on that lesson. And with that, you are ready to... Hello and welcome to this lesson on clubs and shot types. We're going to dig through that golf bag a little bit, and I'll tell you a few simple tricks you can use to navigate some of the situations you find yourself in on the course. Okay, so for this shot, you're hitting into the wind. This means you are going to have to club up, or in other words, use a longer club. So let's press the change club button until you get to the pitching wedge. Then just pop this shot onto the green. That's what we're looking for. Now, it's only a matter of time before you find yourself in a situation where the normal shot type is just not going to do. Now, to get on the green from here, you are going to need a chip shot. So let's press the change shot type button until you get to the chip shot, and then chip that ball nice and close to the pin with your next stroke. Well, you've got that one down. Information about the current lie of your ball is available always in the top right corner of the screen. This will give you a range of how much spin and power your shot will retain, and then you can use that info to adjust your shot accordingly. For this particular situation, let's change our club to the sand wedge and then change our shot type to a splash shot, which is a great shot for getting out of these greenside bunkers. After that, give that swing a go. See if you can stick it close. Not quite there, is it? Let's try again. Not quite. Let's try that again. Let's just go ahead and give that another try. Not quite. Let's try that one again. Well, not quite. Let's try that again. Well, no need to linger on this lesson. And now that you know it, hello there and welcome to the lesson on advanced shots. In this lesson, we're going to learn about techniques you're going to want to master if you want to compete with the pros. In this situation, we are going to need to take a partial swing. If you chip, well, you've got the hang of this one. You're going to come across situations like this one where you want to adjust the spin and loft of your shot. In this case, we want to land our shot on the green softly without a whole lot of roll. And for that, we need to add some backspin. Hold down the true shot button and move your aim stick down to increase your loft and backspin, and then have a go at this pin and see if you can land it nice and soft and close. Okay, this is where we part ways, and all that's left for you is to choose a difficulty level. Then you can go ahead and customize your golfer in the My Player menu if you feel like it. If not, all good as well. We'll see you out there on the links real soon.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be with you guys. Now this group will be one to watch today. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. We have a rookie on tour who has set very specific goals for themselves, and their first one is to beat their playing partner this week.
Love it, Henny. This will make for an extra layer of excitement. It always adds a bit more drama to an event when we can follow a competition within a competition. Can't wait to see what happens in our featured group throughout this tournament. From about 100 yards.
Went straight down.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Bit too heavy-handed there.
Downhill all the way, down grain just a bit. They let it get away from him.
Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
Not what they're looking for. A little nervy out there so far.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here. Had a fantastic drive.
This one's going to the right.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole. Going with the 6-iron here. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
Can you hear those tweets? This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. 18 feet to the cup. Oh, that's too bad.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
You've arrived at a par 4. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Good shot there.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. A par putt on the table.
Looking good.
Ooh, right by the hole. Just 3 feet to the cup. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Time now for the 4th shot. This is their 5th shot. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
That'll sting a bit. Double bogey putt coming up here. Oh, just missed. Just a short putt remaining here. Sitting at 6 over for the day.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
You've arrived at a par 4. Step up to the tee and own it.
Hopefully better than the last. Trying to shake off what happened on the previous hole.
That's a good-looking shot there. Second shot here on the 6th. That should set up another chance. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
This one's for birdie. Was on a good line. A par putt awaits. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the 7th. Yeah, that one will play. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
That putt went a bit long there.
Well, Rich, you think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Sitting at 7 over for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 175 yards. Over 300 yards from the tee as well. That's pretty solid.
This one looks to be slightly offline here. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Ooh, that almost went down.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
Nine feet to the cup.
This will be a good bogey.
Just a couple of inches away from finding that one. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Birdied their last hole.
And let's see what that super shot did to the leaderboard. I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Well, Luke, this rivalry we have been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Well, I like the look of the line here. They should find the fairway. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
And here we are with their 4th. This one's for bogey. That was a gallant attempt. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
This putt coming up is for triple bogey.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Yeah, that mighty shot was certainly worth a move up the leaderboard. Let's see what it's done. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Luke coming off a disaster on the last hole. They really need to shake that off and bounce back here on this hole.
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
The old hammer hands putt. This putt is from 14 feet. Okay, steady now. And this one is for bogey. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole. Go get after it.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey at the last. That wasn't pretty. Hopefully this one is better.
It's like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
Second shot here on the 12th.
Oh, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's return to live play now. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Fourth shot.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Oh, so close. This next putt is for bogey. Currently 14 over par for the round. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. From around 180 yards out.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Wow, that's misjudged. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This is a bogey putt coming up. Sitting at 15 over for the day. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure.
Playing from around 160 yards. Going with the 8-iron here. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
This is a par putt.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
And this one will be for bogey. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Bogey on the last, but a good opportunity on this one to bounce back with a birdie.
Come on, get a good bounce to the left. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
That's disappointing. And in it goes for the par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Nicely done.
Well, I think they're attacking this one, taking it on in 2. I like their style.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Very crafty, that shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
The Spaniard, John Rahm, currently on top of this one.
Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Sitting at 14 over for the day. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that. Oh, that was flushed. Playing this shot from about 180 yards.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
This one's headed towards the rough. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
3 feet to go here to the hole. And that'll wrap things up for him here at this tournament.
And as we recap all our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to our gal on the ground, Henny Koyak, for bringing us all the action from this group today.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be able to follow the action out there today, Luke.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
Look, Ricky Fowler came out on top last time they played, so let's see who brings their A game and gets the victory today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event.
Getting off to a great start at this event.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for 4th. Let's see what happens here on the 2nd hole. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
This one needs to kick left.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
That's frustrating. He's currently tied for third. We have a par 3 on this one. Opting for the 6 iron.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here.
This is their look at birdie.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Come on, don't be shy.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
Now 4 back after that hole. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Well, here's an unlikely player. A little bit of an underdog, you say?
Yes, but everybody on the PGA Tour can play. He's just an unknown quantity at the moment. I'm excited to watch.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
A bit long on that one.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Ouch, that hurts. Bogey putt coming up here. In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
Even for the day. Trying to crack into the top 10. Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time?
Putting for a par now. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Atta boy, good shot.
That one should find the surface. Wow, what a shot. This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard.
Just didn't drop. 4 feet to the cup.
Ooh. Putting for a bogey.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole in one. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Was on a good line. Putting for bogey. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
Man, 2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
And after that hole, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. This one might roll into the rough.
And that's the line, the sand.
Well, that was a good strike. Well, you like the look of those hands.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one.
Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Now 7 shots behind after that. Oh, looking to make a statement here. Going with driver off the tee. Second shot here at the 10th. And here we are with the third shot. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Needs this putt to tie Ricky Fowler.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Just hammered that through the line. That's annoying. You should make that. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. And down it goes. And that's now 5 over for the round. And coming off a double bogey, you'd imagine their heads down a bit. Time to just clear that from the mind. Oh, absolutely flushed. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And back to the course with the live action. It's been a bit of a struggle on the greens. Hopefully he can change it here.
Little birdie look in here.
Ooh, right by the hole.
What's in front of them, Henny?
15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
That's a shame. Comes up shy.
I hate to use the word choke, Luke, but that's exactly what happened there. A flat out choke.
Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
Good sounding strike, that one.
That's inside the house of opportunity.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And how did that great shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Now at 6 over for the round. This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 145 yards. What a drive that was. F1, watch out.
Outstanding approach shot. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
A bit long on that one. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Next up is this par 4 hole.
From around 180 yards out. It's a little wayward. Getting ready to play their third. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Straight out of the top drawer.
Got to say, his short game is phenomenal.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Tee shot is looking good here.
Playing from around 240 yards.
This is bold. Going for it in 2.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
And now we can take a look at how that wonderful play affects the leaderboard. Sitting at +5 for the day. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. That was a gallant attempt. And this putt coming up for his par. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Playing from around 210 yards here.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. And here we are with the third shot. Well, that'll play. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage.
Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18.
Not bad.
From around 170 yards here. This putt for a final score of 75.
Steady on.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played.
Well, I'm sure that wasn't what this player had in mind for this event, but hopefully there's something better in their immediate future.
Yeah, that is putting it very gently there, Luke. Not very much happening at all in this player's game this week.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
And this one will be for double bogey.
Our leader is Colin Morikawa as we head to the next.
The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take one club less into this green as it will release down the slope. Oh, that was pure.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. That's frustrating. That'll sting a bit.
Yeah, he'll take that.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
An opportunity to make a par here. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
And after this hole, that's how it looks. The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. That's a little untidy. Sitting at 2 over for the day.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
That was a bit of a miscue.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Let's see if he can make this. Keep the par on the card.
He's got this to tie with Ricky.
That wasn't your best effort, was it? Oh, just missed. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Trailing by 7 after that hole. The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Just didn't drop.
Putting for bogey here.
Okay, let's head to the next.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The sixth at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Going with the pitching wedge here. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer. Getting ready to play their third. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
That will work.
Sitting at 5 over for the day. The seventh at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left.
And he's safely on the green.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
A bit too much pace on that one.
That one's come up short.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure.
This one looks to be heading towards the green.
Well, Rich, that's on the surface, but it's in three-putt territory. It's so far away.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
No, that's too bad. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back.
That limits the damage.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
The ninth at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Rich, this player is definitely not on the top of many people's favourites to win. How do you see them faring here today?
The PGA Tour is full of underdogs that can flat out play, Luke. This is just another one of those scenarios. This player is someone to watch.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
So with another hole behind us, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The 10th at TPC Summerlin is the beginning hole of a back nine that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back nine with a birdie.
Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler?
Wind back into their grill. They need to flight this one down.
Setting up in some very deep rough.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
Beauty of a chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Appears to have overcooked this one. It's just about 3 feet away. You don't want to miss these. We don't want to drop any more shots. Let's make this for double. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Oh, great swing there. As we test ourselves here in the closing 9 at TPC Summerlin, what's this second shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly second shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. Sitting at 9 over par. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
4 right.
Where was that going? Right into the water on that one. The cart path is not always a bad place to be. Just pick the ball clean. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Here's their 6th shot.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Okay, time to return to the action. And this next putt is for triple bogey. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. It was on a good line. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. Well played, mate. That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Yeah, good effort, that one, out of the bunker. Currently plus 13 for the round. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. This is from miles away.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. This one's online.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that hole, this is the current standings on the course. Sitting at 13 over for the day. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. And here we are with the third shot. How close was that to going down?
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Sitting at 13 over for the event. The 16th at TPC Summerlin is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well because getting down from over the back is not that easy.
Pretty good shot there.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
A bit long on that one. Well played. Sitting at 12 over for the round. The 17th at TPC Summerlin is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Bird once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. The green shapes right to left towards the hazard, so make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Judging it beautifully.
Ooh, right by the hole. And this next putt, it's for bogey. One Weet-Bix too many, I think.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry. but can he stay that way?
Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. 54-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
A bit wild on approach there.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
And he needs this to save par. Ouch, that hurts. 3 feet to go here to the hole. That's frustrating. Should have made that.